Okay, this is just a little progress report on the building of this clock. I'm varying the plans a little bit and I use different electronics. So what I did so far is to make the gears, I redrew those a little bit different in size, but basically the same ratios and everything. And I've mounted it up on a board just to see if things are going to work. This is the progress as of today. The ratchets are working up at the top. This index is the second wheel, 1/60th of a turn every second. That in turn is connected to a pin. That pin then moves the minute wheel 1/60th of a turn. And that wheel is connected directly through a shaft to the minute hand. The shaft that the minute hand is connected to has a little bit of an eccentric on it. There's like an 1/8 of an inch piece of rod soldered to it. That turns inside of that tri-gear. That in turn oscillates a little bit, and as it does, the pins follow those daisy pedals. And that gives you a 12-to-1 reduction. So instead of having a lot of gears to do that, you're using really very simple setup. And the hour hand is glued directly to that little tri-gear that's on there. Up at the top, we've got a ball bearing to help this pendulum work better, keep it going smoothly and easily. There's a weight on it, which acts as a pendulum bob. If you lower that, it'll slow it down. If you raise it, it'll speed it up a little bit. The end of the pendulum is just a magnet, a permanent magnet, rare earth deal, pretty strong. That passes by close on that coil. When it does, it induces a current, and that actually produces a magnet that's opposite of the permanent magnet, and it pushes it away. So each time it passes it, it's getting a little bit of a shove from that magnet. They don't touch it all. This is purely a magnetic impulse. Circuit that controls that is fairly simple. Just a couple of transistors. You see them all over the internet. This one has a little bit of a flashing light just to show you that the current is being induced into that coil. And right now it's running off a couple of solar cells. It'll run really well on just 2 AA batteries, or maybe 3, depending. And right now it's actually working pretty good. I can get my dimensions as far as the spacing of the wheels and tweak a few of the parts, but really right now it's keeping pretty good time. The rod coming out of the daisy wheel is just there to keep that from spinning on the shaft. Doesn't really serve any other purpose. And it's showing that time there, and up on my clocks, pretty much the same thing. Not too bad.